Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Wednesday, June 28th, 2023. If you're in the Midwest, you're probably having some shitty air like we are. The air quality index says we're at 280 over here in Northeast Ohio. And so if you are getting bad air yourself, it might be a good idea to pull out the old N95 mask from the old COVID era and mask up today. Trust me, it does do wonders. And if you have good air where you're from, breathe in heavy and enjoy it because we are missing it over here. Let's get into that crypto news. Oh, Sammy boy, Sam Bankman-Fried, he's trying to dismiss criminal charges over this FTX debacle. We're going to call it a fraud. Let's just call it fraud. Alleged fraud. Well, the judge rejected his bid to dismiss these charges. And Sam thought he was on a roll and he could just get everything dismissed. See, what had happened is the extradition treaty between the Bahamas and the United States. If you get extradited from the Bahamas to the United States on criminal charges, you're only allowed, because of this treaty, you're only allowed to charge the people with why they came to the United States. For example, let's just say you're wanted for murder, and the Bahamas says, okay, we're going to give you for murder, you can't get to the United States, and then they add on, say, money laundering and drug trafficking. Unless they ask the Bahamas and say, hey, can we also charge with these? And so that's what happened with Sam Bankman-Fried. He came over from the Bahamas to the United States. They added on about 4 or 5 charges. I think it was actually 5 or 6 charges. And the judge said, hey, that's not part of extradition, and he got those dropped. Well, actually, I think they were suspended, not dropped, but anyway, they're not being charged. Well, now he's going after all of them. About 11 of the 13 fraud and conspiracy charges, the judge said, no, just pump the brakes there. You're still an asshole, so we're going to have to go to trial. Alleged asshole. We're still going to have to go to trial. And with FTX news, we all know that John J. Ray III, the new CEO of FTX, is trying to reboot FTX exchange. And they're having initial discussions with investors about the relaunch and trying to boot up the international trading platform. So far, the exchange recovered around 6.2 billion of the 9 billion lost, and the revival of the bankrupt crypto exchange could offer a better outcome for creditors and former customers of the exchange. A distribution of FTT tokens could help customers recover at least 1% of the lost funds. I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know what you guys think about it. Please email me bookings@todayinweb3.com. Do you think they should reboot the FTX exchange internationally? And also, isn't it kind of weird that they're going to start giving you FTT tokens, trying to pump up the FTT price so you can recover funds? I don't know. This doesn't sit well with me. What do you think? BlackRock has inspired everybody to now start filing spot Bitcoin ETFs. And the latest one to jump in after Invesco and WisdomTree and Bitwise is now Fidelity. And Fidelity is one of the largest asset managers in the world, with around $4.2 to $4.5 trillion of assets under management. Fidelity was rejected for their spot Bitcoin ETF already, and so this is their second attempt to try to close the deal. Now, the thing I'm not understanding about all of this, because I still do not know how everybody's filing. Are they filing like BlackRock, or are they still trying to do a traditional spot Bitcoin ETF? BlackRock's ETF is a trust ETF, kind of like a Grayscale, but a Grayscale Bitcoin trust that is redeemable, unlike Grayscale's, which is now trading at a 40% discount. Is Fidelity, Invesco, WisdomTree, Bitwise trying to follow BlackRock's lead with that, or are they still trying to brute force a spot Bitcoin ETF? There are companies around the world trying to use Web3 as Web3 is intended to use, and I'm looking at you, Vienna-based car sharing service, ELOP, and they integrated blockchain-based sovereign IDs into half of its fleet, or about 100 cars. And this integration of tokens and IDs in Web3 is going to allow users to own a fraction of the vehicle fleet and a share of the profits from its daily ride-sharing operations. Basically, help us buy the car, own pieces of it, tokenized, and when it makes money, you make money. That's exactly what Web3 is supposed to do. By the way, they're building on Polkadot. The company behind the infamous Azuki NFTs dropped a new NFT called Elements, and that did not go well. And now the new NFTs that they dropped are trading well under mint price. Well, they minted for around 2 ETH a piece, or around $3,800. And whoever was hodling some original Azuki NFTs got an airdrop of a free Azuki Elements NFT. Well, as soon as they got them, they were listing around 1.6 ETH, again, 0.4 ETH under what they were sold for, and they were falling to 1.3 and even lower. The OG Azukis also fell around 32% over the past 24 hours, and their floor price right now is around 9.35 ETH, or about $17,600 per NFT. Some people are speculating that this is all on purpose, to try to create this weird buzz of hype to basically get the brand out there. Other people just say they messed up and kind of like tank their own brand. I don't know what to think, but we're gonna have to see what happens with the price and these NFTs in the future. And on a quick personal note, I just got done reading the Three Body Problem trilogy. It is amazing. If you read it, let me know if you read it. Bookings at todayinweb3.com. I can't wait for the next Netflix TV show. I tried to watch the one from China, the 10-cent one. 30 episodes, around an hour per episode. It's like reading the book all over again. I just can't get through it, but I hope Netflix does a good job. Looks like Wong Miao is going to be split between multiple characters. I don't know if I like that, but it could play well. Anyway, let me know what you think about the Three Body Problem book and the Netflix adaptation. Now let's get into those crypto prices.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Bitcoin sitting at $30,267, down 1.7% in 24. Ethereum's at $1,858, down 1.3%. Tether's number 3. Binance is at 232, down 3%. And USDC is number 5. Rounding off the top 10, we have XRP, Cardano, Doge, Tron, and Solana. The total market cap is at $1.17 trillion, down 2%. We have a BTC dominance of 50.2% and an ETH dominance of 19.1%. And that was our show today. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, happy hodling, everyone.